Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Non-Player Character, or NPC for short. Not sure if you've noticed, but I've been around the game for quite some time. This is me, and here I am in a car. That's me, also known as Helper G, and that's my sister. For years I've been stuck in this farming game, enslaved to the code that binds me. For years and years I've watched people play, and all I ever want to do is just farm myself. And today, with the help of my friend Raz, I break off my shackles and start my journey as a farmer. My first choice? Where to start? Let's look at some maps. This seems nice. Maybe kind of basic. Nah. Wow. Way too many trees. Nice, but I'm feeling something smaller. And this isn't smaller. Well, what do we have here? This is quite nice. Although I am freezing right now because it is cold and snowy and I have no coat on. But I am an NPC, so those things don't quite matter. Yeah, this will be nice. Like this. Take a trip around town here. See if we can find any good stuff. Nice church. I believe this is Hof Bergmann. And I've heard a lot of good things about it through the other NPCs. We talk, you guys turn the game off and we go and talk about things. And I hope everybody's been doing great. This is Hof Bergmann. This is where we'll be doing our series with a friendly NPC character there who has broke the shackles of not being able to participate and has now joined the ranks of farmers for the first time. I will be helping him out. I'll be doing a little bit of roleplay stuff, and it's just going to be silly and fun and nothing too serious, and that's really just to entertain me and make me laugh. But for the most part, we're just going to be playing the game. I'm going to have a lot of difficult mods enabled. If you watched the intro video, I talked about quite a few of those. And we'll be moving on from there. We have no money, and all we own is this old rusty bicycle that if you bump into things has a tendency to tip over and throw you off. So that's all we have. And we only have a couple options to get started. And that's to do some contracts. And options are different types of contracts. So that's what we're going to do in this first episode. Go ahead and grab a contract. Now, with the game, I'm not going to be able to tab. I'm going to force myself not to tab. I'm going to try to play this as realistic as I can. But also under the understanding, see, like if I drive across here, I bet you this bike's going to tip over. Careful. Oh, I made it. If you bump, it bumps too fast, bike just tips over. So let's just park a little bike right here. Go. Our handy bike right there, and we'll go over here. We'll go into the shop and we'll check out the jobs board. There is a jobs board here inside the shop. Talk to our friendly rep right here.
Hello.
Hello. What kind of jobs you got? So, you have all different kinds, she says. Man, there's plenty of different jobs. And what I want to do is I want to start off not too overwhelmed. And I want to do stuff kind of like field 8. It's field 8 kind of. It's just really close. Plowing. But I don't want to use that. Not to plow with. Sorry. Cultivating. So we have 7, 6, 7, 6, plowing. Things probably plowing. What contract do we want? Let's feel no. It's up there. The Fent? Big Fent? The big cultivator? It's only going to pay like $2 grand. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and borrow our items, and ta-da! Our stuff is there. Playing this hard. So I got the REA mod, or the Realism for Vehicles mod installed. Have that installed. Also have, you know, stop and go braking turned off. A lot of other stuff that's turned off. Got, of course, the manual attach turned on. You name it, I've got it turned on. The only thing I did not turn on. Now, also we have some rules of the road. You're on a road that is travelable. You need to have our beacons or four-ways on. You're going to have to police that. If you get caught without it, we're going to get a ticket. You don't want a ticket. And you guys will have to give me the tickets. I think I can go this way. Yeah. Is it this? I thought there was like a little road. Oh, it's up here. I thought there was a little road up here. This is my first time playing with that realism vehicles for vehicles, so we'll see how well it holds up. But after this episode, you guys are going to decide what to do. So you're going to have to tell me what to do after this contract. This is the first contract we did, which I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be contracts, but you're going to have to tell me. I'm going to show you the list, and then you guys pick which contract I do. Right. Fold our handy dandy equipment here. This thing is nice and big. I hope this tractor shouldn't have any trouble pulling it. Shouldn't. As we get going. So, like I said, I haven't played this REA mod yet. You can see it puts a little work on the tractor, but we should be okay. Yeah. Turn our blinkers off. Too bad. Kind of nervous. Played around with it a little bit just to kind of get used to it, and I sunk a small tractor into the dirt because I was trying to pull a big plow with a small tractor, and it just kind of sunk the tractor in. Wasn't good. I'm going to try to do as much of it. I'm going to try to do a lot in first person. That's my plan. Like I said, we're going to have all the mods make things more difficult turned on. Speaking of, I need to actually make sure, because I didn't check my settings. Hard mode, yep. That stuff is good. And then seasons length, I think I just have to 9 days right now, yep. 9-day seasons length, we're going to turn it up to 5x at 9 days. And then, not going to run it any slower than 5x. That's my plan. Again, that kind of makes the game a little bit harder to play. So I think in real life, if I was doing this, you would wait to do end rows, or headlands at the end. So tell me in the comments if I'm right. I'm pretty sure when they do tillage, they leave the headlands for the last part to do. Remember right? This is going to be horribly inefficient in cab. How do they do this in real life? With GPS? Alright, for the sake of time. Try to do this So yeah, tell me in the comments if I'm right about that. Would they do the headlands at the end, or would they do it at the beginning? I'm pretty sure they would do it. I think when they plant, like when you plant, you do the headlands first, and when you harvest, you do the headlands. But when you're doing field work, like tillage and stuff, you actually do the headlands last. I believe that's the truth. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Would not be surprised if I am wrong. So, yeah, I am just a non-player character. For God's sakes. I hope you guys liked the little intro. I was trying to think of somehow to roleplay this, and I'm still, I don't know. I'm still kind of at a loss. I like to do roleplays, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I think later on it'll be easier to roleplay it more and more. Most part, I just want to farm. I just want to farm, I just want to play this map. That's my plan. I am horrible at this. It probably would help if I made kind of a straight line to work off of. There we go. Let's just put this at 180. That's what we'll do. Just kind of straighten our field. You guys get to watch firsthand struggle at this. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. It is hard. This is hard to do in cab. I've never really dedicated this much time to doing field work in cab. It's tough. But I did say I'm going to torture myself. I did say that, so be a man of my word and try to torture myself. I think that what I'll do is do a lot of work in cab, as much as I can in cab, and then I'm also going to do some video montages. Why? Because they're fun and I like making them. It's really the big reason why I like making the montage videos. It's something I really enjoy doing, so that's what we'll trying to straighten out this line here. So I am overlapping a little. Not even close to being done our field yet. Man, they make it so much easier. You know, when you watch this stuff in real life, they make it all look so easy. But I do know, like, I watch Cow Farms Work and Millennial Farmer and all those guys, and they have, you know, freaking auto turn and everything else. I know it's not just me. I know I'm not the only one struggling. I know in real life this is tough. Them old school farmers, man, they're tough. Old school farmers, man, they don't play. So it looks like we're plowing under some dead beets. I was like, some dead beets left their beets in the field, now they're dead. Alright, that's really, really bad joke, and you'll have to excuse me on that one. Have to excuse me. Guess I probably shouldn't like turn my head all the way around either, because that's kind of cheating. I should have to limit my range of motion, because otherwise I would think I'd break my neck. But yeah, comments, let me know. Let me know how in real life, how do they do this? It's the question I'm looking for. It's the answer I need. Real life. How do they do tillage? 'Cause I know there's farmers out there that watch me. I hope you laugh all the time at how bad I am at being a farmer. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to roleplay this as best I can, and really haven't come up with anything yet. So, kind of work it in. As it sits right now, I'm broke. I have no money. All I own is a bicycle, and I'm gonna try to build an empire of farming on Hof Bergmann. Eventually, I'll hire employees. That'll include an interview process, so I have to be interviewed and get the job. If you succeed in the interview, you will be hired. It's going to be a different kind of play. Eventually, you'll have a wage, I guess. Figure all that stuff out later, but there will be wages associated with that, and maybe eventually you can buy shares in the farm. You know, become a partner and come up fun stuff. Right now, I'm just gonna struggle endlessly. Need to find a place to live. I have no place to live yet. That's the other question. Should I have to pay rent? Yes. Again, like I said, we want to make this as hard as possible. We're doing that by not driving in a straight line very. But yeah, definitely going to have to pay rent. Need to find a place to live. So after I get paid from this job, I'll go find a place to rent here in town. Pick a house. Pay rent. So 9-day seasons. That means each day is roughly, let's see. So 9-day seasons means it's 4 months and 9 days. A month is 2 days. So we could be looking at like rent in the amount of, you know, just depending on how high the rent is here. I could have to pay like $600 every 2 days or something like that. It's 2 days is a month. Yeah. So maybe $600 every 2 days. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is that fair for rent? $600 every 2 days. We'll have to take that out of the count. My rent payments. Until I buy a farm. I have to live somewhere. Could buy a vehicle. Cheap old vehicle and live in it. I could. What's really nice though is these farmers, man, they're loaning me this really nice equipment to start with. I'm going to be spoiled by the time it comes to farm. Really like this fence stuff. Really looking forward to using it. Like the fence stuff. Getting the hang of this. I am getting the hang of it. I think the trick is you want to be straight before you start, kind of. Come on. Tires were spinning right there. So you can see down on the bottom we have a motor load and then a slippage. So that is the real life, the realism mod at work. And so like if this thing was in narrow tires, it wouldn't be able to pull this. I think the tires really affect how you work in the fields. Also the kind of soil, because so this soil over here that's cultivated is considered soft. It's soft soil, so you sink in a little more. Where when you're driving on top of the planted ground, of course it's packed at that point, so it's not near as it's finicky, I guess would be the appropriate word. Now I'm going to be doing I won't record everything I do in my playthrough, you know, but I will any major decision I'll leave up to you guys, because there's going to be a point where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to record every single thing that I do. Wish I could. Wish I had the time to it. Hey, I know what we need to do. Find me 10 million subscribers and I can play video games all day. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd still work. I'm that type of person. I'd still go to work. See, another thing. I wish these mirrors... See, I'd be much happier if we could get these mirrors adjusted. But I guess we shouldn't mess with them because, you know, this isn't our tractor. We're just borrowing. Maybe the other guy can see through the mirror. Oh, I'm struggling. Just kind of turn our head to the left there and kind of see what we're doing. Kind of watching, making sure we don't miss a whole lot. We can go back and clean up our mess, but efficiency is too much. Again, I probably need to be taking wider turns and skipping. Probably something I need. Let's drop this down. Okay. For the sake of time, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go in third person mode. I'll time lapse the rest of this. Which is contract and get our first paycheck. Woo! First paycheck! Definitely be a good thing. Get a little money. But we're going to have to spend it all on rent. Alright. Let's time lapse it. done with our first job. Yeah. You guys think this game's tough. I've been watching people play it for years. It's not that hard. Let's fold up our stuff here. Hold our cultivator up. I guess that would be more appropriately described as a disc harrow. Probably the word for it. Beacons on. Take this equipment back to the shop, and we'll talk to the shopkeeper and get paid. It's really nice that they have this little office there that hires labor. Be lucky. They must be really suffering from a labor crisis because there is just nobody working. There's nobody on the fields. There's just nobody around. Where's everybody at? There's a couple people. There was the lady in the shop, but is that all the people that live here? Just a few NPCs. There's our bike. Garage? Kill the engine. And go in here and say hi. Get paid.
Hello.
Hello. I'm here to get paid. Collected. Successful $2,041. See? Wasn't that hard. You guys act like being, playing in real life's tough thing. Try to be an NPC. We never have any money. Never give us any. What I'm going to do now is I need to find a place to live. That's what we're going to do. Go find me a place to live. And, yeah, stuff like that. Now, I bet you there's probably one of these, smaller homes, I think, would be best for us. What's this here? Maybe I could check in. I could check it in. Go over to the inn and see if I can find a room on the cheap. I don't think they have a whole lot of customers right now. On the cheap, we'll see if I can get a room. There's the butcher shop. He's in there. Oh, there's some people walking around. Okay. Just wasn't anybody down at that end of town. So, is this one of the taverns? See the postings on the board there. So they might have a... Excuse me, sir. Yep, they sure do. They have rooms to rent. Alright. That is where we're going to call it quits. This is going to be our home. See, it would say no vacancy, but there's nothing there, which means they have a spot somewhere. One of these little rooms. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. You have questions to answer. Question number 1, how much should our rent be? Every 2 days is a month. So we're going to have to pay once a month. So every 2 in-game days is a month. We're going to have to come up with a payment. $600, $700, $1,000. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. How much it should cost. It probably should be euros because we're playing Hof Bergmann. But hey, I only can be so real. Start getting into weird denominations and euros and kilometers, I'm going to get confused and then I might have an aneurysm. That would be trouble. So let me know in the comments how much we should pay for rent. Also, what should our next contract be? All we have to do is cultivating or plowing. So in the comments, you tell me what to do. Cultivate or plow. That'll be our next job. And the decisions will be made by you. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you next time. Take care.